It isn't easy. As you heard Michelle Johnson mention a short while ago, it is not easy for writers to have their work absolutely eviscerated by someone, but it's such a necessary process if you're going to become a really good writer. And joining me now is someone who's just gone through a process of having someone evaluate some of her writing. Maeve Keating, first of all, tell me where are you from?
Originally, I'm actually from Nova Scotia, but I grew up in Windsor, Essex County.
And so you've got some of those down east genes in your writing DNA.
Yes. Yeah, I hope so.
You actually had Michelle Johnson take a look at your work. Tell me what that process was like.
Very comfortable. She was very warm, interested in what I had to say. And after you do it a couple of times, you do get used to it, and it becomes something that you just sort of can work your way around no matter what kind of mood you find yourself in at these conferences.
What sort of writing do you do?
Primarily, I'm a poet. I take after some of my great mentors like Alistair MacLeod and Marty Gervais, Susan Holbrook. But I am also a sci-fi writer, and I'm trying to get my first science fiction novel published.
So tell me what Michelle had to say about it.
She was interested in a couple of the twists that I had thrown into my narrative. I think she and I think we both felt right away that we're fans of older science fiction that's more concerned with very human dilemmas, very philosophical problems, anthropological things. And I think we're both a little tired with modern sci-fi, so it was nice to speak to someone who has those sentiments just like me.
So not as much of the crash, bang, violence sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Isaac Asimov, Ray Bradbury, things like that.
What kind of poetry do you write? Is it very personal poetry, or does it have a theme?
No, not necessarily. It's there's great variation. You try to keep the very personal ones close to you, but also accessible enough to any audience. But again, most poets wouldn't say that they keep to any sort of theme, anything like that. There's great variation, and I think that's the healthiest way to do it.
Now, was there any moment when Michelle was looking at your work when you thought, no, I prefer what I think or what I wrote?
No, honestly, one of the greatest skills that you can develop as a writer, especially when you're dealing with prose, is to really leave your ego at the door and know that these people that you're seeking help from really do know best, and they have your best interests at heart. So no, there was I think there were moments when I would say to myself, I know. But I think she was very warm, very approachable.
And finally, what advice would you have for other young writers in terms of conferences like this one?
Go to as many conferences as you can, always. I think any creative writing teacher or professor will tell you the same thing. Again, leave your ego at the door. And never stop working, never stop drafting, and never stop writing and reading. Part of being a good writer is continuing to be a good reader.
Well, thank you for joining me, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, that's it for The Right Stuff at the International Writers Conference in Windsor. Join me again when we'll introduce you to so many more new and aspiring and published authors around Windsor, Essex, and Kent counties. And email me, Veronique at therightstuff.tv. Thanks for watching.